Hi, we wanted to include this video for you guys in this email to help add some value. Obviously, we'd love to be able to work with you, get you some great contracts, some great leads, but even if you guys decide not to work with us, we want to be able to thank you for your time, your consideration, and to make it worth your while. So I'm going to give you a short video here, hopefully will help you guys out, and I'm going to give you a little background on me quick, not to beat my chest, but just so you know that where the information is coming from. I've been selling final expense insurance for about 5 years. I don't do anything else, no med subs, nothing like that, just final expense. My first three and a half months in this business, I wrote about $89,000 of good business. My first full year after that, I wrote about $228,000 after fall-offs. What I like about these numbers doesn't mean that I'm some sort of a super duper, salesperson. I don't consider myself a salesperson, but it does point to what I'd say is the #1 differentiator between being a good agent and being a rock star. And that #1 differentiator is consistency. Consistency is key. This is the one thing that I've shared with every single person I've trained. You have to have consistency. What does that mean? It means you set yourself a schedule and you follow through with it. It means you plan your work and you work your plan. It means that when you're having a rough day, full of no-shows, full of missed sales, it means you keep going on to that next appointment full of confidence, inspired to make that sale and to help your client. It means that even when you're crushing your goal that week, you continue on with your appointments and you crush that goal even more because you're on fire and nothing can stop you. That's consistency. Consistency is vital to success in a commission-only world. Think of this. You write $5,000 of business one week, the next week you write $1,500. Or you write $4,000 every single week, week in, week out. After 52 weeks, in example one, you would write about $169,000 of business. In the second example, you write about $208,000. Now, if you adjust that down, you say 70% of that business is good, you write either $118,300 of good business or $145,600. And if you're at 110% commission, you earn about $130,000 or $160,000. In the second example, you earn $30,000 more, not by setting the world on fire, but by staying consistent and following through. I would actually argue that writing a less amount every single week, but staying consistent with it is a lot easier than having that great week and then having a small week. Why do I say that? It's because when you have the consistency on your side, you're developing a rhythm. Rhythm is where momentum carries you and everything starts to flow. You don't have to think about what you're doing as much, you just have to keep working your plan. And you're doing the same thing every single week, so you're really going to develop that rhythm. Personally, I like to track my numbers every week. It's a powerful tool, tracking. If you haven't done it, give it a shot. And if you're doing it now, awesome, good for you. Because tracking is going to help you see, it helps me to see what I have to do every single week to stay consistent the next week. So, if one week I did this many door knocks, I had this many sales for this much AP on each sale, I know what I need to do the next week to do the same thing. That way I don't have to guess. There's no guessing involved. It's right there in front of me, black and white. And I know the steps I have to take to duplicate my results. If I do that, typically every single week, I write about the same amount of business. So that's key. Tracking, super powerful. Give it a shot. I'm going to encourage you to do that. Track what you're doing, set a good plan, and follow through with that plan. It's a small thing. It sounds simple, and that's because it is. I challenge you to give it a try this week. Give it a try for 3 weeks. That's how long it takes to develop a new habit. Give it conscious effort for 3 weeks, tracking, setting up a schedule, and following through with it. Don't shortcut yourself because you're really just shortcutting yourself. See what you think about it, and I bet you're going to like how things start to flow. I bet you make more sales.